As for gear setup, what we're going to want to bring is the Penance Aura. You can substitute Vampirism, but Penance is a lot better. It'll save you prayer points and help you out. I bring full Ganodermics, so the visor, poncho, and leggings. You can upgrade this to Virtus, but you really shouldn't downgrade it unless you have full Void Mage. I bring the Arcane Stream Necklace, that helps out for magic, has a 4.9% critical bonus. I obviously bring my Completionist Cape. If you don't have one, you can bring a Max Cape. You can just downgrade it to one of the magic capes like a Zamorak or Saradomin Cape. I bring the Wand of Treachery as it's a lot cheaper than the Virtus Wand. It's pretty much the same thing. I bring the Griffolic Orb. It's the exact same thing as the Magic Book. It has the exact same stats, but 60,000 GP in the Grand Exchange as opposed to 4 million for the book. I bring Spellcaster's Gloves that you get from the Dominion Tower. You can obviously substitute these out if you don't have them. I bring Infinity Boots just because I can't really afford Ragefire Boots, but you should bring those if you can. And of course I bring the Ring of Wealth because the rare drop chapel drops and plus the rare drops help me make money back to purchase more blood runes and do more trips. Alright guys, this is the inventory setup for 1 hour of Glacors. What you'll need is you'll need 2 Overload Flask 6. You can replace it with Extreme Magic Potions if you don't yet have Overloads. You'll need 2 Prayer Renewal Flask 6. You'll want 1 color of every charm as they do drop a lot of those. You want to bring the Charming Imp along so you don't have to go and collect them. That'll save you time and experience. You'll obviously want your Blood Runes and Fire Runes to auto-cast the Blood Fire Barrage spell. And then you're going to want the rest of your inventory filled with Super Restore Flask and 1 Yak. You don't need to put anything in the Yak, it's just merely to pick up drops. And so that way you can store them in there and that way you won't lose any money because you won't be able to elk the elkable drops as you're on the Ancient Spellbook. Next, I'm going to show you how to get to Glacors. It's really simple. You just run east from the Edgeville Bank. Just keep running east until you see the ferry ring. Obviously, click on that. Once you get to Xanaris, what you're going to do is click on the ferry ring once again and type in the code DKQ. It's right on the top of the travel log if you've been there before, so you can just click there and teleport to this location. This will bring you to the Glacor Cave. The spot that we want is slightly southwest of the ferry ring, and it's right here where there is a triangle of 3 Glacors. Before we start killing Glacors, what we're going to want to do is set up the ability bar. Your first ability should be Rack, your next ability should be Concentrated Blast, your next ability should be Combust. This one is very important because you'll use it on the Enduring Glaciite. And then you can fill out with 2 other basic abilities. And then what you'll want is you'll want your 6th ability to be Asphyxiate and your 7th ability to be Wild Magic. We won't be really using any ultimate prayers, and you can fill out the ability bar with whatever you want towards the end. It doesn't really matter as we'll be focusing mainly on abilities 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. Finally, we're ready to kill Glacors, so set Bloodfire Barrage as both your offhand and main hand spell. Deposit 5 Super Restores in your pack yak to easily pick up drops. Drink a sip of your Overload and Prayer Renewal Flask. Activate your Penance Aura, and then finally target the Glacor. What you'll want to do is just use abilities, basics, 1, 2, 5, 1, just kind of spam them until it gets down to half health. And then it'll spawn its 3 Glacites. What you want to do is target the Enduring Glaciite and use the Combust ability against it. Once you've lured it far way away from the main Glaciite, you can successfully attack it. Target it with your Barrage, and you don't need to use abilities here because they'll get wrecked pretty quick. Kill the Glacites, making sure that you kill the unstable Glaciite last if possible. Run back to your Glacor and use a Threshold ability on it. I like Asphyxiate personally here. Finish the kill, turn around and target a different Glycite and use your other threshold. In this case, it's Wild Magic. And then you gotta target the Enduring once again. You can run back and pick up your drop once you've targeted it. Make sure you use Combust. And then target it with Bloodfire Barrage and kill it. It's pretty simple. The one thing, you can kill the sapping last. It doesn't really matter if you're using penance because you won't be using that much prayer. But it's advised to kill the unstable last. And you see right here we got Shards of Armadale drop. You want to pick those up. Once you have 100 like I do in my inventory, you can create a Staff of Armadale which will sell for approximately 14 million gold coins in the Grand Exchange. Besides the boots, once you collect 100 Shards of Armadale, what you gotta do is you just combine them and you make an Orb of Armadale. You take that and you use it with a plain battle staff that you can buy, and you get the Armadale battle staff. And you make yourself 14.5 million. It'll take approximately 1,000 Glacor kills to get the Staff of Armadale battle staff because the drop rate is 1 in 10 shards.